Welcome back, y'all, to Harmon Homestead. Let's do one last garden tour because I'm getting ready to clean these gardens up. I'm flipping them over. I'm ready for fall. So here's our little jalapeno peppers. They're actually doing great. Loaded up under here. I need to be picking those. This is in my poor man's landscape border. And I've got grass everywhere. I've got weeds. Kale's still trying to hang on. Calendula. All this stuff went to seed here. The salad mix. Got some tomatoes back there. Guys, I'm turning my chickens loose in this. I'm just done with it. These Jahardales did not produce anything. Could be where they are in location. The okra is puttering out. Everything's just a mess. We've got, I've got a board over there I need to pick up. Got cherry tomatoes. The zinnias are beautiful. It's just, guys, to be honest, I'm tired of it. I feel like this flower. I'm tired. It's hot. I'm just ready to see it flipped over. The only reason that I've kept it going so long is because of these pumpkins. They have taken over our yard, and I wanted to see what they would produce, but my husband said, you know, it's time to get this under control. I could put them back in the raised bed, but they keep coming back out. It's just everywhere. So don't plant pumpkins unless you have a lot of space. Now, I do have one Long Island cheese back there. He's huge. He's getting bigger daily. Beautiful. I've got Kellogg's breakfast tomatoes, the yellow ones right there, some Better Boys. This was a black trim. The black got it. Corn did nothing back here. Zinnias are still blooming. They're very, very pretty. It's just, guys, I'm tired. I wish I could see that one Long Island cheese pumpkin, but I'm not going to keep everything going just for it. And I know the chickens will tear it up. So these pumpkins are just out of control. And they're taking so long to put on. We've got another one right there. There's a Long Island cheese. They've literally taken over my tomatoes. They've taken over everything. And honestly, if I can get this cleaned up, I would probably plant those further back so they would have room to grow. So that's that. We've got one pumpkin way out here. I know. I'm just in a bad spot. Like, I just don't know what to do. We've got so many pumpkins, and I'm going to show you all these blue Hubbards. That was my flowers. That's all that came up. This was such a disappointment this year. There's one little sunflower. It just, verbena here mixed in with mimosa. I'm just going to let the chickens clean up this bed, okay? We're just tired. We're real tired, guys. We're just tired. So let's move on. And I've harvested enough. I mean, I've got so much put back. I'm going to call it. So I went ahead and turned my silkies loose this morning. I'm going to film with you guys turning these chickens loose. And they've not been on fresh grass in months. This is how you clean a garden up. Tomatoes over here. Got my little compost bed with some cardboard. They're still doing good. I'm going to pick the last few ripe ones. My Indian corn back there did not do well. Atlantic giant pumpkins. See, this is what my husband's saying. They're taking over the yard. So I had one that did not make it. And then I've got that one. But I can't feasibly let this stay way out in the yard like this. And I'm going to pull it up, guys. I'm going to pull it up. So, anyways, that soil needed to be worked. It needed to be worked. So let's come over here and let me show you this bed. My cucumbers, I see a few. It's just not even worth it. I've got pole beans that I am going to pick this afternoon. I pulled up all of my tomato plants. Y'all saw that. That's what's left of the garden. Weeds everywhere. Squash that's overgrown. It's just, it's a lot. So I'm going to let the chickens clean up this garden. And the problem is we can't take care of the landscape because the gardens have taken over everything. We've got kale. I'm going to let them have that. Tomato plants, I've not worked. I'm just going to let them have it, okay? I'm going to let them have it. This bloomed this morning. Look at this. A friend of mine gave me these sunflower seeds. They're huge. Gorgeous. I don't think they'll bother those. So that's what's left of the basil back there. And I'm just going to let the chickens clean this up because we've got fall coming and I just want to flip this over. And chicken manure is so good for your gardens. It's so good. We've got banana peppers coming out of our ears. I'm going to pick some of this before I turn the chickens loose, I think. I don't know. I may just turn them loose right now with y'all on the camera. Indian corn back there, they're not going to bother. These blue Hubbards, we're going to talk about Henry, if y'all followed that video along. I'm not impressed, y'all. I'm not impressed, and I'll tell you why later on. So I'm not worried about the chickens pecking this because I couldn't even get through it hardly with a butcher knife. It's terrible, terrible. I'm not impressed with Blue Hubbards. And this is why. Look at my yard. That's 3 plants mixed in with 3 pumpkin plants. This is the thing. Like, these pumpkins just keep going everywhere. There's another one. Like, I just want it to be done because I can't even feed my chickens back there. So I've got some roosters back here, and it's just time. Now, I am going to pick that as soon as I turn the chickens loose. I've got one really little small pumpkin there. I'm just going to let it be. There's Blue Hubbards all behind this hill. I'm going to walk around and show you guys this and show you why I'm doing what I'm doing. See the roosters? I can't get to them for this. Now, yesterday I was brave. I turned my ducks loose. Ducks will tear up plants, but they've not been on the fresh grass for so long. They've been in their pen that they're more worried about bugs than they are the plants. But that'll change quickly by the time they get their belly full with plants, or bugs. But anyways, here's these Blue Hubbards. Now remember that thing's way back there, the bed. And it's just, they just won't stop. Here's another pumpkin. Oh, guys, I want to leave these so bad. But look at my yard. And like I said, I can't get to this pen here to take care of these animals. And I'm too scared with snakes. I'm going to be honest. That's the main reason I'm doing this. I'm too scared with snakes. Now, the raised bed, I'm done. Like, they can have it. I'm done with it. I want to flip it around. This, I wanted to have these beautiful pumpkins everywhere. But I just can't. And this is the problem. They're growing down here, but they're in weeds so bad and suppressed. I don't think the bees are getting to them down here because, look, they'll be so beautiful and have a big squash, and then they'll turn. There's another one back there that's doing the same thing. They've got blossom end rot. They're not getting pollinated. I mainly want pumpkins. I love pumpkin, and that's what I'm seeing come on off the vines, these side shoots now. But, guys, there's Blue Hubbards all in these weeds back here, and I'm going to walk down here and show you. And we can't find them. We can't. This is how they start, and then they won't get pollinated, and they'll just go away. The one's way off down here. Look at this. We can't get the weeds cut back here because there's vines intertangled all down in it. My husband was like, we got to do something. We got a brush pile back here. It's getting too snaky. Way too snaky. It's hot here. It's middle to late July in Alabama. Like, guys, that come from way up at that bed up there. I will not plant these again. If you're wanting something prolific, go for it. But to me, see, there's another one. They need to be in a pasture. I mean, really, they need to be in a pasture. I've never grown anything like it. So, let's do this. Let's see this live. Y'all ain't seen a good chicken video in a while anyway, so, oh, I'm just about to cry. If I just knew they'd all get pollinated, these pumpkins, I wouldn't do this. But anyways, guys, I got to. See, they're just not getting pollinated. I'm going to get that one orange pumpkin over there. I've already processed one. Oh, man. All right, let's do it. I feel like we should be playing Freedom by Aretha Franklin. All right, boys. Come on here. Come on. Y'all going to see it. Come on, Carl. Tear it up. They're like, what are we? We're supposed to not get anywhere near this. What you doing? Oh, me. I can't get to it all. I just can't. I did the best I could. So much rotted. Honestly, I never thought I'd say this. I planted too much food this year. I see a few I need to get that look beautiful over here. I mean, I can't get to it. I can't. We're so busy. All right. Here's our pen with our Americanas, Morans. And I've got one olive egg rooster. All right. Be free. I love watching chickens come loose from the pen. I love it. They have the best time. So it's like old McDonald's farm out here. Everybody's running loose. Now, if you'll notice, the Muscovies and the chickens, the Muscovy ducks, they get along great with the chickens. Those ducks rule the roost. The chickens just know not to even mess with those ducks, whether it be a hen or a drake. And you can see they're going to clean up this garden like nobody's business, and this is great for fall planting. Let them get in here, let them fertilize it. It won't be too soon, if we till it up next week. This will not be bad on this garden, okay? They'll help it. I know I've got cucumber blooms. I've got one in the camera down there. I'm over it, guys. I'm just over it. So I'm gonna pick these tomatoes really quick, and I'm gonna let these happy animals run on this ground. Guys, with my gardens, I have to keep them pinned up. But this is how these animals were designed, to be on grass, be on the ground, be happy. This is how they were designed. Say bye. All right, guys, we'll see you next time on Harmon Homestead.